I'm going to teach you 3 things that if you do properly will add thousands of dollars to your next trade-in value. I want to spill the tea. I was in the industry for 10 years and now I negotiate car deals for a living. So I want to give you the secrets to saving thousands. So let's start off by adding value to your trade-in value with a simple step, which is never talk about the flaws of your car. First off, you guys know I recommend Carvana and CarMax. When you're going to fill out their sheet, don't go and count the amount of bumps you have. Just say everything has none. The reason why we do this is that Carvana, when they give you a number, that when they look at your car and they think it's in better condition what it is, they will never increase the offer. They will only decrease the offer. So you want to maximize the top end dollar you can. So I always say everything is as great condition as possible. Get the highest possible number. Worst case scenario, that number drops. But what they'll never do is look at the car and say, you know what, it looks a little bit better than what you said. I want to give you $500 more than your initial offer. That doesn't happen. If it does happen, it's so rare it doesn't matter. Always say it's in great condition, and then afterwards, let them figure out what's wrong. Just so we're clear, this also goes for the dealership. Don't go and start pointing out things that are wrong with the car. Do this. The dealership's job, they do a silent walk around. They do an appraisal of it. The manager goes and looks at it. Don't go tell them what's wrong with it. Don't go tell them that the check engine light was on last week. You might say, well, you should be honest about your trade and be honest, this is their job to figure it out. They're about to spend $20,000, $30,000. If they want to plug it into a machine, they certainly can. But it's not our job to tell you what's wrong with it so they have more ammunition to reduce our trade-in value. And another caveat there, if the car has like a salvage title, obviously you're going to tell them that, hey, the title is not clean. They're going to look this up anyway, but you don't want to just hide that kind of fact. But let's just say the check engine light was on 2 weeks ago and now it's off. You don't need to go tell the dealership, hey, the engine light was on, now it's off. They can plug it into a machine if they want to figure that out. And if it's not on right now, it's not their problem. Secondly, know what your car is worth. I always say throw Kelley Blue Book out the water and go to Carvana and CarMax. Plug it in and that's the cash value. When you're negotiating with the dealership, understand that these values are cash numbers. So if the dealership comes in with anything less than the Carvana or CarMax offer, guess what? We're not taking it. Yes, we have to take tax credit into consideration, which I can do a whole separate video on, but understand that that is the minimum number we are taking. We are not taking any less. If they offer us less, we are denying. The last one here is counterintuitive, which there is a thing as getting too much money for your trade. What do I mean, Tommy? How could that make sense? It's called over-allowing, and sometimes dealerships will over-allow on your trade to make a deal seem better than it actually is. For example, let's just say they're not giving you a discount on a brand new car, but they're over-allowing by $1,000 or $1,500 in your trade. They can say, well, you know what, maybe we're not giving you a discount here, but we're giving you way more money for your trade than it's worth. We don't want to play those games. That's why so many people on this app say, do not negotiate your trade until the very end, after the deal is done. And that's definitely good advice. But what I would say with that is make sure you have your Carvana or CarMax offer. These numbers are pretty darn accurate and normally are over what a dealership will pay for. So if you're ever over that number, sometimes you can just pull the trade. Let's take the trade out of the equation for a second. I only want to talk about the price of the car. Your goal is to get 7 to 10% off the price of the vehicle if it's a new car, plus trying to get at least to Carvana or CarMax's offer. You get above that plus a 7 to 10% discount before rebates, we have ourselves a phenomenal deal. Bonus tip, because I hear it all the time, you will always make more money selling the car yourself. That being said, some people don't like dealing with private party, and honestly, there's some dangers on selling something that you've never met before. That's why I normally like trading my car into the dealership, plus tax credit, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think the difference is that crazy, but especially if you have an older car. Let's just say you have like a 2004 Trailblazer, the dealership thinks it's worth $100. You might be able to get $1,000 to $1,500 if you just sell it on the Facebook marketplaces. So understand that selling your car will always get you the best possible value if you do it on your own. If you guys want to learn some deals that I'm actually negotiating for my clients, go over to my Instagram. I put a new picture every single day. Otherwise, comment what you want to see next. Thank you guys all and have a great day.